EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium.
Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Throwing first play is Pickett.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Pickett throwing again on second down. Got an open man. It's Pickens.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find
the throw for Claypool is intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging toward.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Leonard Fournette with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette
with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Buccaneers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. Two unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that, because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But two teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at Skep.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 50 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And in for the Steelers touchdown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are back within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find two unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here. Two heavyweights in the NFL.
Right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20, ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. A gain of 28 yards there, and give them a first down. Inside handoff down to Fournette. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Brady now to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special, because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Pickett, and this one incomplete.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the 36, Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. Fournette running right. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
The Steelers in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 2nd and 10. Pickett,
he's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Here's Pickett.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now Pickett on 4th down.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Fournette really solidified his place with the Bucs last season. He ran for over 800 yards and 8 touchdowns and caught an impressive 69 passes. Tampa made sure he stuck around, too, giving him a new 3-year contract.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now Brady. Looking downfield for Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Pickett now on 1st down. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And some room to work.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Here's Brady to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back near his goal line, here's Brady. And he'll just get rid of it. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Up the gun, Fournette. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Great coverage there. Holds them to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 34 yards there and a 1st down. The final shot before half for Brady. Looking deep for Julio. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made at about the 38. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 41, Brady.
And this one caught by Cameron Blaine. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
That one covers 29 yards, first down.
To throw is Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Cover! Hey, Alabama. 72. Regular.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Pickett. He's got this to Pickens.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
1st and 10. Here's Pickett.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Pickett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Completes this one to Pickens.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing game's off balance.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Steelers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. Flush to his right. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Shoves him aside.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 153 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. A shotgun give to Fournette. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring out 4th down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Pickett.
Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Steelers.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Pickett now from the gun here.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Second and 10. It's Pickett again.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Second down, back to Fournette.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
My goodness, 235 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, second and goal. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Tampa Bay, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.